Okay. So in the last class, we had discussed this how bands are formed, starting from individual energy levels that you have in atoms. Atoms combine together. So 2 atoms, 3 atoms, as shown here. Point. Okay. Okay. Sorry. So sorry. In the previous slide, yes, this was so 1 atom, 2 atom, 3 atom, and so on. So we saw that gradually, as the number of atoms increases, number of combining atoms increases, number of combining atomic orbitals increases, and so you have equivalent amount of equal number of molecular orbitals being formed. And then look at the spacing. Look at the spacing between subsequent energy levels. Gradually, that one also goes on decreasing. And finally, you have, when you have 25 atoms, you can see there is very small gap appearing. And finally, if you further extrapolate it to 10 to the power Avogadro's number, around something around that, then it is a continuum of S band, continuum of S energy levels, molecular orbitals, due to formation of the overlap of S orbitals. उसकी वजह से जो बनेगा वो वाले सारे एनर्जी लेवल्स, उसका एक कंटिन्यूम दिख रहा है. देन you have energy levels corresponding to molecular orbitals formed due to overlap of p orbitals, है ना, individual जो atoms में थे. And then you are getting a continuum, second continuum for that. So this is the thing that we learned in the last class. And then further insight that you can obtain when you consider the construction of each one of these, how these orbitals might have been constructed, starting from the point when they are away from each other, infinite distance से separated हैं, और फिर वो पास आ रहे हैं, और ये सब कुछ हो रहा है ना. So crystal बनता जा रहा है. ये सारी चीजें हमने सीखी थी. So just like you had considered, we had seen in the case of hydrogen molecule, the same thing, the visualization has been further extrapolated to the view of 6 sodium atoms coming together from infinite distance and converging, meeting each other, having overlap of orbitals in such a way that a linear chain is formed. And so you can have possibilities of whether they can combine in phase or out of phase. So you can, all this is, so sign of the wave functions. So this is the sign of the wave function. So suppose all of them are plus plus, or either this can be like this, or you can have this. Actually, इसमें थोड़ा सा मुझे सेटिंग समझना पड़ेगा. हाँ, एक्चुअली ये फुल स्क्रीन मेरे स्क्रीन पे यहाँ पे नहीं आ रहा, इसीलिए थोड़ी सी दिक्कत हो जाती है. और so if this is plus sign, then these are all minus negative signs. The gray shading, the shading that we are seeing there, that is of different signs. And similarly you can think of two of them having one, यहाँ पे भी एक है, ये अगर प्लस प्लस है, माइनस माइनस प्लस प्लस. ठीक है, तो माइनस माइनस प्लस, इस तरह से आपका पूरा ऑर्बिटल बनता जा रहा है. इंडिविजुअली अगर आप रियलाइज करें तो थोड़ा सा जूम कैसे होगा. ओके, सो ये सब आप, ये एक एक चीज समझ में आ रहा है ना इसमें, जो आप ऑर्बिटल्स कंस्ट्रक्ट कैसे हुआ सारा. तो ये आप अपनी कॉपी में अगर बना रहे हैं तो पूरा एस ऑर्बिटल ड्रॉ करेंगे. यू विल ड्रॉ फुल एस ऑर्बिटल, all of them with plus plus minus, sign will be different, This is a sign. The color coding has been done to show the sign. So destructive interference over here, constructive interference over this side. So like that you can consider each of them, and you can get 6 set of orbitals, molecular orbitals, gradually increasing in number of nodes. Number of nodes जैसे जैसे बढ़ता जाएगा वैसे वैसे आप एनर्जी बढ़ती जाएगी. एनर्जी क्यों? So that is one thing, and the same thing can be correlated. So how this has been constructed for this? So these are the how. So the same orbitals, how they could have been formed from considering they are infinite distance apart, and then gradually they are coming towards each other, and then at equilibrium distance minima appears in each of them considering their signs. So this was in just a moment.